Well, hello, Leeds United fans. I've gone indoors. I'm in the car. What a way to start a video. Listen, some good news here on your Saturday afternoon, a day earlier than the chaos that is about to ensue with England, of which everybody, I have decided to go to somewhere called Fright Island in the dirty area of Manchester. Doors open at 2 o'clock and we have to be there and in. Wristbands on by 3 o'clock. So if I don't appear on Monday's Counterpoint, you know why. I am dead to the world. So little bit of a heads up there, but no, it should all be fine. I will just be extremely hungover. So yeah, everybody, shout out to all of you guys who are going to be tuning in this week anyway. And this week is getting a little bit more exciting. Why, you say? Well, because the hype man is here to discuss a really exciting transfer bit of news from someone who you guys know that I have always on this channel for around about 4 or 5 years. We had him on a couple of times. Mike McGrath at the Telegraph, who is exceptional when it comes to news. He's accurate about 98% of the time. And listen, when Mike reports something, you listen, baby. So yeah, Romano quotes him all the time. Ornstein quotes him all the time as well. So shout out to Mike again. Really nice guy as well. And listen, he's reported today something that gets me a little bit zesty. Not wrong word, gets my mojo going. Definitely not zesty. Calm down, Connor. But yeah, gets me going a little bit. I have to say, Leeds United apparently are interested and are in talks with Sheffield United over Jayden Bogle. Now, what did I say to you guys at the start of the window? I said, if Leeds United get 3 or 4 Ethan Ampadu-esque signings in, as in the quality of player for the transfer that we managed to get him over the line with, I'll be a happy bunny. Jayden Bogle is, I mean, we were looking at Aaron's, okay? Well, I mean, we're talking Aaron's at Norwich, sort of, you know, tier 2 standard, in my opinion, tier 2 standard. Christensen, we're talking tier 7, all right? Luke Ayling, tier 5, right? Jayden Bogle, tier 1, when we're looking at fullbacks that Leeds United could get. Now, Sheffield United are in a little bit of strife at the minute. There's been mass change. They need a takeover as quickly as possible. And this is one of the most obvious reasons why Sheffield United need a takeover. But if Leeds United can take advantage of this low economic status at Sheffield United right now, and we're able to get a player over the line for good value and taking advantage of that. Do you remember the years when Norwich would take advantage of Leeds United's dire economical status, taking Becchio, Johnson, Howson, our prized assets? Well, if we can do that to a club down the road and significantly weaken them, I'd arguably say he's their best player. There's an argument right now that Jayden Bogle is easily Sheffield United's best player. He's adventurous going forward. He's fantastic when it comes to 1v1s, and he's exciting. Genuinely exciting. This is an Ethan Ampadu-esque signing in terms of calibre for what we're getting back. Now, is it done? No. Can I imagine that Leeds agreeing a fee for Sheffield United is going to be a little bit, with Sheffield United, a little bit difficult? Yes. Why? Because he's one of their big assets. We've spoken about Somerville, Nonto, Rutter, Ampadu, Archie, Elan, in terms of assets that Leeds can get a lot of money from. Bogle is one of them for Sheffield United, and they will not want to let him go to Leeds United down the road now. But if we can weaken a side who's just been demoted from the Premier League, and we can take advantage of their problematic economic status right now, and we can take hold of one of their better players, and then been a regional side in our county who hate us as well with every fibre of their being. Oh, baby. And that so far would be, we've seen Kiefer Moore potentially go to Sheffield United. We've seen movements in the Premier League as well. We've seen Schmodix, who we're speaking about this morning, is probably going to go to Ipswich for a really good fee. Jayden Bogle, dependent on the fee, coming to Leeds United for, let's say, less than 5 bags, 5 million, is an unbelievable addition. And if we're talking about Christensen, if Archie Gray is part of this setup right now, and we haven't sold him, Bogle starts at right back week in, week out. 100%. 100%. We talk about overlaps. We talk about underlaps. We talk about all these aspects that we love with right backs and full backs in general. He's got all of it. He's got all of it. He's got pace. He's athletic as well. He is, for me, and why I keep comparing him to Ethan Ampadu, is he's a lower... Look, I'm not saying he's a top 10 Premier League fullback. I'm not saying that. But he's definitely a Premier League player. And he shouldn't be at this level. So, even on that standpoint, and this is probably why the 49ers don't like letting this stuff out. Joe Rothwell was speaking about him earlier on. If that had have got out, would you have maybe got other clubs sniffing round? Would you have thought, would Sheffield United have thought, we can get him on loan? Yeah, a demoted club, we'll get him on loan. Could you have got a Burnley doing the same thing? This is why the Niners will hate it getting out. This is why Mike McGrath is going to be something of which they think, oh, you so-and-so. Because obviously, once again, we know that club sources close to aren't able to give us this information because the Niners don't let anything out. And we know that with the Rothwell signing. We know that with Archie Gray, which happened pretty much straight away. Mike is completely not got any connection with Leeds, but has clearly heard this from the Sheffield United side. 100%. 100%. So, yeah, that is your news on a Saturday, everyone. And, yeah, listen, Bogle, he can definitely play left. He could definitely play right wing, 100%. And if we're able to weaken one of our rivals when we've already spent a year in this division. Listen, who's the bigger club? Leeds by a country mile. A country mile. Like, even Rothwell said that the other day. He said, look, when Leeds come calling, if everything aligns, it's Leeds United you go. At this level in particular. Sheffield United are nowhere near as big as Leeds United. Bogle will know that. And if we're able to offer him a good package, he'll see the Red Bull thing. We might even be saying to him behind closed doors, look, we're going to be keeping hold of Somerville. We're going to be keeping hold of Nonto and Rutter. And you're going to be part of that, mate. And imagine the runners. What was I speaking about the other day? Leeds having a lack of runners last season. Bogle, runner. Rothwell, runner. Somerville, runner. So if we're able to keep hold of these players, because someone like Bogle is a cash cow asset in this division, we'll have to convince him. If he wants to come to Leeds United, or if he comes to Leeds United, then look, we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G to offer you. He's 23 years old. This guy could work at a Brighton. He could work at a Brentford. He could definitely work at one of the three getting promoted. Ben Johnson just signed for Ipswich. I think it's a top signing. Who would rather have Ben Johnson or Bogle? Bogle all day. All day. So many attributes that make him extraordinary in the Championship, but very good in the Premier League as well. So yeah, really excited by this one, as you can probably tell. Listen, Jayden Bogle, come to Leeds United, the bigger club, mate. Listen, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Still probably a lot of work to do on this deal, everybody, but I'm excited.